In this episode of Knuckle Busters Garage, I got something with two wheels I'm working on. Now I know it's a little weird for me and anybody else that's been seeing this stuff, but my wife's bike, we're doing some stuff with the exhaust. So that being said, we decided to go with some exhaust wrap. And it's not the titanium stuff, but this is the, I would say the AutoZone Special, I don't know. It's a 2x50 foot roll of just exhaust wrap. So pretty much the main reason for this, for exhaust wrap in general, is to keep the temperatures under the hood a little bit lower than you normally would, and it just looks cool. So we're gonna go ahead and do that on our bike. I mean, obviously the exhaust is going right by our leg, so it's obviously gonna be really warm. So we're gonna try and reduce that a little bit, and change the coolness factor of it. So follow me on this adventure. I've never done exhaust wrap before, but let's see how this works. All right, so there's a couple of different ways you can put this stuff on here. Some of the ways that I've been seeing is that you can take it and essentially you just get a piece of it and then you can wrap it around and see how much one full rotation around the pipe actually takes up of the material. And you can go ahead and put that with about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch overlap for each one. So you like one like there and then like this, and just butt it up against all the way down. And then you can cut the section like that. You can leave a little bit of extra, but what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna do it the hard way and not cut anything off the roll. And I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping the pipe. And I'm just gonna do it with the entire roll and have to slide it through. But doing it that way, you won't ever have to worry about cutting short. It's like the one thing that I don't wanna do is to cut it short and then I get almost to the end and I'm like, well, that's kind of not what I was anticipating. So we're gonna go ahead and do it the hard way. But when you start this, the one thing you want to do is, let's say you're gonna start it here, instead of just hopping it on there, what you can do and what you should do is you're gonna go ahead and fold it in half and then put it on there like that, and then you kind of get it so it's the portion that turns and it unfolds to the 2-inch portion. So it's like a 1 inch here, it turns to the 2-inch. You can go ahead and just wrap that underneath, get it nice and tight on itself, and wrap over it again one more time. So essentially it'll give you that look, and then you just continue it up. But you do that and it'll kind of hold itself. It's almost like one of those bandage wraps or something when you break your arm or whatever, or you sprain it. It's pretty similar to that. So you just get it nice and folded underneath, bring it over, go around it again just to be sure, and that's when you're gonna do your overlap all the way up or all the way down, or whichever way you decide to do it. So that's gonna be how you fasten the one end of it that I did up here, and the bottom end is gonna be using those silver clamps. Still maintaining that 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch overlap all the way down. We're coming here to the end of it, and then the one thing that you really want to do when you do this kind of stuff is you want to plan ahead. It's almost like when you're merging into traffic and you decide to get on the highway and you're like, well, do I speed up or slow down? Plan ahead. Know what you're doing. So I think now we're gonna go ahead and there's a couple of things we can do. We can go ahead and continue to wrap it double along the top of these because of the mounts that are in there, or we can cut it short here, wrap this, and then go around with the double across the whole thing. So we're gonna go ahead and figure out which one looks better and which one's gonna take less material and which one's gonna be the easiest. So it's a lot of factors to debate, but it's a pretty simple task, if you ask me. All right, so when you come to this point, wherever you want to stop it at, essentially what you want to do is get it pulled real tight, and then you can go over it again, and you can there's a couple of different ways you can twist it, but you can go ahead and twist it and just get it as tight as possible. And once you get everything to the tightness that you want it, you go ahead and pull it real tight. And what you can do to keep it as clean as possible is I would cut it about right here, and then it would wrap underneath. And there's a special type of clip that you'd get, the fastener related. So it's let's see it in the pictures, the little silver things right here. They're almost essentially really thin hose clamps. Now I don't have any of these clips, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a hose clamp clip kit. So I got 2 of these bad boys. And the thing that's so nice about them is obviously they got the ridges for using on the hose clamp, but then you also have this nice chrome part. So with that chrome right there, right with the chrome tips themselves, I think that's gonna look pretty nice. So we're gonna go ahead and use these. Now they're just regular hose clamps. This is a variety pack I just found at AutoZone. It was a couple bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use these, and it should work all together. So we're gonna go ahead and cut off the excess material. Now I have enough here to go ahead and use this pipe, and I had to essentially lay out the 50-foot roll and cut like about 3/4 off of it because there's just so much material. So I have all that extra over there that I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with. So here's the bottom pipe. Went ahead and got that done. I started up at the front, worked my way back, and I got the nice clamp on there. And damn, that looks good on camera too. So now we're gonna go ahead and wrap the top pipe, and we're not gonna do it double. We're not gonna do wrapped around both pieces. We're just gonna do just the one like I did this way. So it's gonna be two separate pieces itself. It kind of stands out more. All right, so I got it all done, and I can definitely say, I don't know exactly what material it's made out of, but it's almost like it's almost like fiberglass or something. So it's got these little fibers that are all over the place. So with that being said, it's finished. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and now, well, you guys don't care. Let me just show you what it looks like. Definitely looks so nice, and it came out really cool looking too. And you know, some of the ends here and there kind of frayed a little bit, and essentially all I was able to do was just rotate it and kind of flip it around, and it just kind of worked itself out. So now it's a little closer to the tip on the top pipe than I'd like it to be, but you know, it still looks pretty sick if you ask me. So a quick little tutorial on the engine exhaust wrap itself. Now essentially you can use this with any car, ATV, or other motorcycle. It's pretty much the same basis. But yeah, so I definitely like it. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and post it in the comments, and leave a like if you like it, leave a like if you didn't like it, and I'll see you in the next one.